If you had 5 minutes left to live, what would you do? The question pierces through the noise of daily life, forcing you to confront what truly matters. Most of us would not scroll through our phones, binge another episode, or dwell on petty grievances. We'd seek meaning, connection, purpose, or a final act of courage. The Stoics, those ancient philosophers who mastered the art of living well, understood this urgency. They didn't wait for a ticking clock to live deliberately. Instead, they developed a simple, powerful practice, a 5-minute rule, that ensured they never wasted a day. This rule, rooted in nightly reflection, asks 3 piercing questions. Did I live with courage? Did I act with virtue? Did I waste time? By auditing each day and committing to improve the next, the Stoics created a system for perpetual growth, ensuring their lives aligned with their highest values. Let's explore this practice, its philosophical roots, and how it can transform the way we live today. Stoicism, founded in Athens by Zeno of Citium in the early 3rd century BCE, is a philosophy of practical wisdom. It teaches that the path to a good life lies in practicing virtue, courage, justice, wisdom, and temperance, regardless of external circumstances. The Stoics believed that while we cannot control the world, we can control our responses to it. This focus on agency makes Stoicism timeless, resonating in an age of distraction and overstimulation. At the heart of Stoicism is the idea of Eudaimonia, often translated as flourishing or the good life. To achieve this, the Stoics emphasized living with intention, aligning actions with values, and avoiding the trap of aimless drifting. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, wrote in his Meditations, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This principle underpins the 5-minute rule. By reflecting on our actions each night, we reclaim power over our days, ensuring they are not squandered. The 5-minute rule is not a rigid formula but a disciplined habit. It draws from Stoic practices like amor fati, love of fate, and memento mori, remember you must die, which remind us to embrace life fully while acknowledging its brevity. By asking, did I live with courage? Did I act with virtue? Did I waste time? We hold ourselves accountable to these ideals, turning each day into a step toward a meaningful life. The 5-minute rule is deceptively simple. Each night, before sleep, take 5 minutes to reflect on the day. Sit quietly, free from distractions, and ask the 3 questions. Let's break them down. 1. Did I live with courage? Courage, for the Stoics, is not just physical bravery but the strength to act according to reason, even in the face of fear, discomfort, or uncertainty. Seneca, another Stoic philosopher, wrote, "Sometimes even to live is an act of courage." This question prompts us to examine whether we faced challenges head-on or shrank from them. Consider a typical day. Did you avoid a difficult conversation because it felt awkward? Did you procrastinate on a task because it seemed daunting? Or did you step up, speaking your truth, tackling a problem, or taking a small risk? Courage doesn't always mean grand gestures. It can be the quiet resolve to do what's right, like apologizing for a mistake or starting a project you've been dreading. Reflecting on courage reveals where we've grown and where we've faltered. If you avoided a challenge, don't dwell in guilt. Instead, as Epictetus advised, you become what you give your attention to. Use the insight to plan a courageous act for tomorrow, no matter how small. Over time, these incremental steps build a life of boldness. 2. Did I act with virtue? Virtue is the cornerstone of Stoicism, encompassing wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance. To act with virtue is to align your behavior with these principles, treating others fairly, exercising self-control, and making decisions with clarity. This question asks whether your actions reflected your best self. For example, were you just in your interactions, listening to others, giving credit where due, or standing up for what's right? Did you practice temperance by resisting impulsiveness, whether in eating, spending, or reacting to anger? Did you seek wisdom by learning from mistakes or seeking advice? Marcus Aurelius urged, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." This reflection ensures you're not just theorizing about virtue but living it. If the day reveals lapses, perhaps you snapped at a colleague or indulged in gossip, acknowledge them without self-flagellation. The Stoics viewed mistakes as opportunities for growth, not as moral failures. Identify one virtuous action to prioritize tomorrow, like practicing patience or helping someone selflessly. This iterative process hones your character. 3. Did I waste time? Time is the Stoics' most precious currency. Seneca's essay on the shortness of life laments how people squander their days on trivialities, only to regret it later. It is not that we have a short time to live, he wrote, but that we waste a lot of it. This question forces us to confront whether we spent our hours purposefully or let them slip away. Wasted time doesn't just mean procrastination. It includes chasing fleeting pleasures, dwelling on what we can't control, or obsessing over others' opinions. Did you spend an hour scrolling social media, comparing yourself to others? Did you ruminate on a past slight instead of focusing on the present? Or did you invest time in what matters, relationships, growth, or meaningful work? This reflection isn't about productivity for its own sake but about alignment with your values. If you value family, did you make time for them? If you value learning, did you read or practice a skill? When you identify wasted time, plan to replace it with intentional action tomorrow. The Stoics didn't aim for perfection but for progress, understanding that small adjustments compound over a lifetime. The lesson: audit, improve, repeat. The 5-minute rule's power lies in its simplicity and repetition. By auditing each day, you gain clarity on your strengths and shortcomings. By committing to improve tomorrow, you turn insight into action. By repeating this cycle, you build a life of purpose and resilience. This practice mirrors the Stoic concept of procope, or moral progress. The Stoics didn't believe in overnight transformation but in steady, deliberate improvement. Each night's reflection is a chance to course-correct, ensuring you don't drift through life on autopilot. Over weeks, months, and years, this habit compounds, aligning your actions with your ideals. The rule also fosters self-awareness, a trait the Stoics prized. By examining your day, you uncover patterns, habits that serve you and those that don't. Maybe you consistently avoid conflict, or perhaps you're prone to distraction in the afternoons. Awareness is the first step to change. As Epictetus put it, no man is free who is not master of himself. The 5-minute rule is a tool for self-mastery, helping you live with intention rather than reaction. In our fast-paced, distraction-filled world, the 5-minute rule is more relevant than ever. Technology bombards us with notifications, social media feeds, and endless entertainment, making it easy to lose sight of what matters. The Stoics, though, would see this as no excuse. They faced their own distractions, political intrigue, war, and societal pressures, yet chose to focus on what they could control, their thoughts and actions. To apply the rule, find a quiet moment each night. You might sit at a desk, journal in hand, or simply lie in bed. Ask the 3 questions: answering honestly. If it helps, write your reflections to clarify your thoughts. For example, courage, I hesitated to share my idea in the meeting today. Tomorrow, I'll speak up, even if I'm nervous. Virtue, I was impatient with my partner this evening. Tomorrow, I'll listen fully before responding. Time, I spent 30 minutes scrolling instead of working on my project. Tomorrow, I'll set a timer to focus for 25 minutes. These small commitments add up, transforming vague intentions into concrete progress. You can also adapt the questions to your values. If creativity is central to you, ask, did I make time to create? If spirituality matters, ask, did I act with compassion? The Stoic framework is flexible, accommodating what makes your life meaningful. The 5-minute rule doesn't just improve individual days, it reshapes your life. By consistently aligning actions with values, you build integrity, the sense that your life reflects who you aspire to be. This integrity breeds confidence and peace, what the Stoics called ataraxia, a state of tranquil clarity. Moreover, the rule fosters resilience. Life is unpredictable, filled with setbacks and surprises. The Stoics embraced this, using reflection to stay grounded amid chaos. When you audit your day, you reinforce what you control, your courage, virtue, and use of time, rather than fretting over what you don't. This mindset equips you to face challenges with equanimity. Finally, the rule connects you to a larger human tradition. For centuries, people have sought to live well, from Stoic philosophers to modern thinkers. By practicing this rule, you join a lineage of those who refuse to let life pass them by. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, think of yourself as dead. You have lived your life. Now take what's left and live it properly. The 5-minute rule is a way to do just that. Conclusion. If you had 5 minutes left to live, you'd likely strip away the trivial and focus on what matters most. The Stoics didn't wait for that moment. Through the 5-minute rule, reflecting nightly on courage, virtue, and time, they ensured each day was a step toward a flourishing life. By asking, did I live with courage? Did I act with virtue? Did I waste time? You can do the same. Audit your day, improve tomorrow, and repeat forever. In a world of distraction, this simple practice is a radical act of reclaiming your life, one 5-minute reflection at a time.
Thank you, amazing viewers, for watching the 5-minute rule that Stoics use to never waste a day. Your support means the world to me, and I'm thrilled to share this Stoic wisdom with you. If this nightly reflection practice inspired you to live with more courage, virtue, and purpose, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more content to help you live a meaningful life.